What if the bloating, sluggish digestion, low energy, and constant discomfort you keep blaming on age are connected to what is happening inside your gut? Your digestive tract is not only a food processing tube, it is home to trillions of microbes that interact with your immune system every day. Feed that ecosystem poorly, and irritation may grow. Feed it wisely, and your body gains better support. The good news is that supporting your gut does not require an expensive cleanse, a cabinet full of supplements, or a perfect diet. Certain foods provide fermentable fibers, protective polyphenols, healthy fats, and beneficial microbes that can help create a friendlier digestive environment. The real power comes from eating several of these foods consistently, not expecting one ingredient to fix everything overnight. In this video, you will discover 11 foods that are different from the usual eggs, yogurt, oats, salmon, and blueberries found on many healthy food lists. Some nourish beneficial bacteria, some support regular digestion, and others provide compounds associated with a healthier inflammatory response. Stay until the end, because the final food is one of the easiest gut-supporting grains to use every week: protective fats and polyphenols. Extra virgin olive oil begins this list because it offers more than simple calories. Its monounsaturated fats and naturally occurring plant compounds make it a valuable part of an anti-inflammatory eating pattern. Used in place of heavily refined fats, it can improve the overall quality of a meal while helping vegetables, herbs, and other nourishing foods taste far more satisfying. The polyphenols in extra virgin olive oil are especially interesting because some reach the digestive tract and interact with the body's antioxidant and inflammatory pathways. Research on Mediterranean-style diets repeatedly connects olive oil-rich patterns with healthier inflammatory markers. This does not mean olive oil works like medicine, but it can become a reliable daily fat within a diet built around plants and minimally processed foods. Use extra virgin olive oil as a dressing for salads, drizzle it over roasted vegetables, or add a small amount to beans, soups, and whole grains after cooking. Quality matters, but quantity still matters too, because oil is calorie-dense. A tablespoon can add flavor and help you enjoy fiber-rich meals without drowning the plate. Store the bottle away from heat and light to protect its delicate compounds. Golden anti-inflammatory support. Turmeric earns its place because its bright color comes from curcuminoids, including curcumin, compounds widely studied for their role in inflammatory signaling. Turmeric will not erase inflammation by itself, yet using it regularly as a culinary spice can strengthen the overall protective quality of meals, especially when it replaces sugary sauces, excess salt, or heavily processed seasonings. Curcumin is not absorbed efficiently on its own, which is one reason turmeric should be viewed as part of a meal rather than a miracle powder. Combining turmeric with a source of healthy fat, such as extra virgin olive oil, can make it easier to include in satisfying dishes. A little black pepper is commonly paired with it, but anyone taking medication should avoid concentrated supplements unless a healthcare professional approves them. Add turmeric to vegetable soups, roasted cauliflower, scrambled dishes, rice, or a warm, unsweetened drink with ginger and cinnamon. Begin with a small amount so the flavor does not overpower the meal. The goal is not to force down huge doses. It is to use turmeric often enough that it becomes a natural part of your cooking, alongside other colorful plants that support the gut and immune system. Soothing spice for digestion. Ginger brings a warm flavor along with compounds called gingerols and shogaols that have been studied for antioxidant and anti-inflammatory activity. It is also well known for helping some people manage nausea and digestive discomfort. That combination makes fresh ginger useful when you want to support the stomach while adding flavor without relying on sugar-heavy marinades or packaged sauces. Ginger may also influence digestion by supporting normal movement through the stomach, although responses differ from person to person. It is not a cure for reflux, ulcers, or chronic abdominal pain, and very large amounts may irritate sensitive stomachs. Think of ginger as a gentle culinary tool, helpful for many people, easy to use, but still something to introduce gradually if your digestive system reacts strongly to spicy foods. Grate fresh ginger into soups, stir-fries, or homemade dressings, or steep a few thin slices in hot water. You can combine it with lemon for brightness without adding sweeteners. Start with a small piece and increase only if it feels comfortable. People using blood-thinning medication or preparing for surgery should ask a clinician before taking high-dose ginger products because food amounts and concentrated supplements are not the same. Prebiotic fuel with protective compounds. Garlic contains sulfur compounds that form when it is chopped or crushed, along with fructan-type carbohydrates that gut microbes can ferment. This gives garlic two useful roles. It adds intense flavor that can reduce dependence on sugary condiments, and it supplies material that certain beneficial bacteria may use. A small amount can transform an ordinary vegetable dish into something deeply satisfying. The important detail is that garlic is not comfortable for everyone. Its fructans can cause gas, pressure, or bloating in people with irritable bowel syndrome or sensitivity to highly fermentable foods. That does not make garlic unhealthy. It means tolerance is individual. Some people handle cooked garlic better than raw garlic, while others may need guidance from a dietitian before adding it regularly. Crush or chop garlic and let it sit briefly before adding it to cooking. Then use it in roasted vegetables, soups, sauces, or grain bowls. One small clove can be enough to begin. Avoid assuming that raw garlic is always better, because a food only helps when your body tolerates it. Consistent, comfortable intake is more valuable than forcing a large amount that leaves you with pain, reflux, or several hours of bloating. Powerful prebiotic fiber. Jerusalem artichokes, also called sunchokes, are knobby root vegetables with a mildly sweet, nutty flavor. Their standout feature is inulin, a fermentable fiber that passes through the small intestine and becomes food for microbes in the colon. This makes them one of the most concentrated whole food choices for supporting beneficial bacteria, but also one of the foods that should be introduced carefully. Human studies using inulin from Jerusalem artichokes have shown increases in certain beneficial bacteria, including bifidobacteria. As microbes ferment this fiber, they produce gases and other compounds, so eating too much too quickly can create uncomfortable bloating. The smartest approach is not a giant serving. It is a few bites alongside a varied meal, followed by a gradual increase only when your digestive system handles it well. Roast thin slices with olive oil and herbs. Add a small amount to soup, or mix them with familiar root vegetables instead of making them the entire plate. Chew slowly and drink enough water throughout the day. Anyone already struggling with severe gas, an active digestive condition, or a prescribed low FODMAP plan should seek individualized advice before experimenting with large portions of highly fermentable foods. Fermented support for microbial diversity. Sauerkraut is cabbage transformed by lactic acid fermentation, creating a tangy food that may contain live microorganisms when it is refrigerated and not heat-treated after fermentation. Fermented foods can add microbial variety to the diet, while cabbage itself provides fiber and plant compounds. Together, those qualities make a small serving a practical addition to gut-supporting meals. Not every jar offers the same benefit. Shelf-stable or pasteurized sauerkraut may still provide fiber and fermentation products, but heating can greatly reduce live cultures. Read the label for simple ingredients such as cabbage, salt, and spices, and look in the refrigerated section when live cultures are your priority. Because sauerkraut can be high in sodium, a modest serving is usually more sensible than filling half the plate. Begin with 1 or 2 tablespoons beside a meal rather than eating a large bowl. Add it to grain bowls, salads, sandwiches, or roasted vegetables after cooking so you do not expose live cultures to unnecessary heat. If fermented foods repeatedly cause uncomfortable symptoms, reduce the portion or stop and seek guidance. More fermentation is not automatically better. Tolerance and variety matter most. Gentle fiber for regularity. Kiwi fruit combines water, soluble and insoluble fiber, and a natural enzyme called actinidin. Human trials using whole kiwi have reported improvements in stool frequency and digestive comfort for some people with constipation. Unlike a harsh laxative approach, kiwi can fit into an ordinary meal, while also providing vitamin C and colorful plant compounds that support overall dietary quality. Kiwi helps partly because its fiber holds water and adds structure inside the digestive tract. The tiny seeds and soft flesh provide different textures of fiber, while the fruit's water content supports easier movement. Green kiwi is especially well studied, but gold kiwi can also be useful. Results are not identical for everyone, and people with a kiwi allergy, latex sensitivity, or persistent bowel changes should speak with a professional. Try 1 kiwi with breakfast or as a snack, then notice how your digestion responds before increasing the amount. The skin is edible and adds fiber, but you do not have to eat it to benefit. Pair kiwi with a balanced meal, rather than turning it into a sugary smoothie. Whole fruit requires chewing, preserves its natural structure, and is less likely to disappear quickly than juice or a sweetened fruit drink. Polyphenols your microbes transform. Pomegranate arils contain L-gitannins and other colorful polyphenols that are only partly absorbed in the small intestine. Gut microbes can transform some of these compounds into metabolites called urolithins, although people differ greatly in how efficiently they produce them. This makes pomegranate a fascinating example of how a food and the microbiome can work together rather than acting separately. Small human studies using pomegranate products have reported changes in gut bacteria and markers related to intestinal or metabolic inflammation, but the evidence is still developing. That is why pomegranate should be presented honestly. It is a nutritious, polyphenol-rich fruit, not a guaranteed treatment. Its greatest value comes when it replaces candy, pastries, or sweetened desserts while adding fiber, color, and texture to a meal. Sprinkle the arils over salads, roasted vegetables, or unsweetened whole grain dishes, or eat a small bowl slowly as a snack. Choose the whole arils more often than juice because the seeds provide fiber and chewing slows consumption. Pomegranate can interact with certain medicines in some situations, so anyone with a complex medication routine should ask a pharmacist before using concentrated extracts or drinking large amounts daily. Prebiotic pleasure with flavonols. Unsweetened cocoa contains plant compounds that can reach the colon, where microbes help break them down. In a controlled human study, a high flavanol cocoa drink changed populations of selected gut bacteria and was accompanied by a reduction in C-reactive protein. That does not turn chocolate candy into a health food, but it shows why minimally sweetened cocoa deserves careful attention. The difference between cocoa and a chocolate bar is often the added sugar, milk solids, and excess calories surrounding it. Look for unsweetened cocoa powder or dark chocolate with a high cocoa percentage and a short ingredient list. Even then, portion size matters. A small amount can provide deep flavor and polyphenols, while a large daily bar may add enough sugar and calories to work against the healthier pattern you are trying to build. Whisk a teaspoon of unsweetened cocoa into warm milk or an unsweetened plant drink, or dust it over sliced kiwi. For dark chocolate, choose a small square and eat it slowly instead of snacking from the package. Cocoa naturally contains caffeine-like compounds, so sensitive people may prefer it earlier in the day. The goal is rich flavor with minimal added sugar, not permission for unlimited dessert. Beta-glucan support for the gut. Edible mushrooms provide unique fibers, including beta-glucans and other polysaccharides that are not fully digested before reaching the large intestine. There, they can become available for fermentation by gut microbes. Mushrooms also add savory flavor and satisfying texture to meals, which can make it easier to eat more vegetables and rely less on processed meats or heavy sauces. Research on specific mushroom fibers and the human microbiome is promising, but it is not strong enough to claim that an ordinary serving will cure inflammation. Different mushrooms contain different compounds, and preparation changes how they are used. The practical advantage is simpler. Button, cremini, oyster, and shiitake mushrooms increase plant variety, provide fermentable material, and add depth to meals without much added sugar. Cook mushrooms thoroughly and add them to soups, breakfast dishes, stir-fries, or barley bowls. Sautéing them with olive oil, garlic if tolerated, and herbs creates a flavorful base for many meals. Never eat a wild mushroom unless it has been identified by a qualified expert, because poisonous varieties can resemble edible ones. For daily use, commercially grown mushrooms are the safest and most convenient choice. Steady digestion from beta-glucan fiber. Barley is a whole grain rich in soluble beta-glucan, a fiber that forms a gel-like texture during digestion and becomes available to gut microbes. It can support fullness, steadier absorption of carbohydrates, and a more fiber-rich eating pattern. Barley is especially valuable for people who want an alternative to the oats, rice, or bread they eat repeatedly every week. During fermentation in the colon, barley fibers can influence microbial activity and the production of short-chain fatty acids. These compounds help connect dietary fiber with the cells lining the colon, although the exact response depends on the person and the rest of the diet. Hulled barley retains more of the grain, while pearled barley cooks faster and still provides useful fiber, making either form a practical starting point. Use barley in soups, cold grain salads, stuffed vegetables, or as a base beneath mushrooms and roasted vegetables. Cook a batch once and refrigerate portions for quick meals. Increase fiber gradually and drink enough fluid, because suddenly doubling your intake can worsen bloating or constipation. Barley contains gluten, so it is not appropriate for people with celiac disease or anyone medically advised to follow a strict gluten-free diet. You do not need to eat all 11 foods tomorrow. A calmer gut is usually supported by gradual changes your body can tolerate. Begin with one familiar choice, such as olive oil, kiwi, ginger, or barley. Then add a more fermentable food in a small portion. Diversity matters, but so does comfort. The best gut-supporting pattern is not the most aggressive one. It is the pattern you can repeat without creating new symptoms. Build a simple plate by combining colorful vegetables, a protein source, a fiber-rich carbohydrate, and one flavorful addition from this list. That could mean barley with mushrooms and olive oil, a meal finished with sauerkraut, or kiwi topped with a little unsweetened cocoa. Food can support your digestive and immune health, but persistent pain, bleeding, unexplained weight loss, or major bowel changes need proper medical evaluation. Now tell me in the comments, which of these 11 foods do you already eat, and which one surprised you the most? Your answer may help another viewer discover a simple place to begin. If this video made inflammation and gut health feel clearer and more practical, subscribe to Healthy Grams and turn on notifications for more powerful foods and realistic nutrition strategies you can use every week.